The show is interactive, so you can definitely reach us via those numbers listed on the screen, 628-4578 and 623-9376. Or you can send us a WhatsApp message at 366-9376. We've been getting quite a number of WhatsApp messages since the morning began. I have some updates as well for you guys for some of the issues that was called in. But before we get into the WhatsApp messages, I will give you some updates from the Ministry of Works and Transport. They're advising of some temporary road closure. This is in Golden Grove Bridge along Golden Grove Road, Piaco. The works was set to finish this morning at 6 a.m. So I believe that road should be reopened according to their last release, as well as Naparima Mayara Road. In the vicinity of George Village Junction and McSween Road. They have been doing some works. There are slope stabilization works, and it started today and is set to continue until Wednesday, 31st of August. And the hours of work is between 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Of course, as always, you're advised to proceed with extreme caution and observe all directional signs and barriers in these specific areas. I have some updates as well from the Ministry of Works and Transport, their mobile units. Their last visit was in Mayaro, and they have also launched some new services that you can access at the mobile units. Let's take a look at what those services are.
I came today and I applied for the certified copies, and I got it in an hour, less than an hour time. I did the forms this morning and I collect one time. The mobile bus was very efficient.
So they have some new services that you can access at the mobile units. Of course, you're advised, as always, that at those units you cannot do cash transactions. It's links only, as well as when conducting any sort of business at the Ministry of Works and Transport, whether it's the regular office or their mobile unit, you have to carry proof of address. That is a requirement for conducting business there. Let's take a look at some of these WhatsApp messages. Now, someone would have reached out to us since sometime in July, and they had been having some issues in the Sumad Gardens area, specific to overgrown grass at a lot in that specific area. It seems to be abandoned, etc. We had reached out to public health at the City Corporation in San Fernando. They told us that they were going to look into it. However, I called them back this morning. And I obviously followed up with the person that lodged the complaint initially. They said nothing was done. However, some good news. She just texted me and said that Mr. Joseph from Public Health San Fernando would have given her a call. So that's some good news. Thank you so much to Mr. Joseph. Again, I spoke to them just this morning, so thanks so much for returning that call and for trying to assist in that specific matter. Again, overgrown grass at an abandoned lot in Sumad Gardens, Vista Bella there. All right, we have some additional issues as well. Someone else has been following up with regards to his MTS. This is pension, I believe, or severance. I can't remember. Let me see. I'm just reading. Right, retirement, sorry. I had liaised with the persons at MTS. They indicated that it was, in fact, in process. They couldn't give me an exact date. I will try to reach out to them again because, again, like the person is indicating, that is Mr. Phillip. He has indicated that, of course, the folks that are waiting their monies growing kind of a little bit worried, I guess, because they've not been getting any sort of correspondence. They're being told the same thing next week, not any specific date that they can look forward to that money. Someone else, NIS issues, I've been getting this. There's someone that we will be talking to next on Wednesday. I couldn't get them on the line today, but it's specific to an issue that has been ongoing pertaining to a landslip. I would have spoken about it here on the show. Let me tell you the exact data. Since June, we've been dealing with this. Now, this issue is kind of pressing because it involves a landslip that is literally very close by a person's house. It is causing some damage to her home, as well as she had indicated that one of the TSTT, TNTech poles was in the way and sort of in the landslip. I would have showed the picture here on the show. Now, of course, that's a couple months ago. So the situation is worse. So Wednesday we'll be speaking to her. We'll show you the videos and photos that she would have forwarded to us. Just to give you guys an update, so far I reached out to the Ministry of Works and Transport, have not heard anything from them as yet. I did reach out to TNTech as well. They indicated that they forwarded the relevant information to the necessary personnel to have that pole. I'm not sure if they're going to have it removed, relocated, what exactly is the case. But I'm following up again with them because the picture that this person sent me this morning, literally that pole can collapse at any point in time, and we don't want that happening, right? I have an issue that I had to deal with on Friday. It's specific to the Ministry of Legal Affairs. Now, I had to go down to the Ministry of Legal Affairs because I have to get my birth certificates and marriage certificates. Now, of course, like I tell people all the time, some of the things in this country just can't go smoothly. I have no idea why, and it's simple things, simple things. I went to the ministry. They told me that you have to do the online appointments, etc., which is fine. However, I needed to get the certificates, birth certificates and marriage certificate kind of urgently, so I needed to provide certain documentation to be able to get that done. No problem. I left, that was last week Wednesday or Tuesday, last week Tuesday, and I went back on Friday. When I went on Friday, I had all my necessary documentation, but I was greeted with a nice, pretty sign that was posted at the Legal Affairs in San Fernando. And it said that it advised customers that they won't be issuing any birth certificates and marriage certificates, and they're sorry for the inconvenience, whatever. They didn't say the reason why. However, I was told that the reason why they're not issuing those things is because there is no paper to print the birth certificates and the marriage certificates, and it's a problem that they're not having only at that location but throughout the country. Now, one of the issues that I have, you don't have any paper, fine, okay, no problem, but you could advise the public because there were quite a number of persons that turned up, and we're talking people, older folks, younger, I mean, come on, people that are traveling as well, that turned up to get these their birth certificates and the marriage certificates, etc. And when they show up, that's when they find out that, hey, we can't get it. And to boot, they couldn't say when you could have come back to a definite date when they would be getting the paper or anything like that. Now, I have not seen any official statement from the Ministry of Legal Affairs. I have been trying to call them since last week. I have no idea why they don't pick up the phone. When I went on Friday, I told the security that I was trying to call, and he indicated that the cable thieves stole the cables, so there is no phone at the Ministry of Legal Affairs in San Fernando. I'm not sure if that's the case at the head office as well, because when I was calling the head office and have been trying to call them, the communications department is unable to communicate. That's literally the issue that I'm having, and I'm having a very hard time understanding how a communications department of an entire ministry is unable to take a call. The call keeps going to it. It says that it's almost as if the extension isn't working. I'm not sure what's going on. There is no way to reach them, no other number. I've tried several times to contact. So if there's anyone from the Ministry of Legal Affairs listening, please, if you'd like to contact me, I'm trying to get in contact with you, 366-9376. It's not just me that has this issue with birth certificates and marriage certificates. It's several persons, and I think that the public deserves to know the truth, what's going on, so that they won't turn up to the various offices trying to conduct business and being turned away and not being told when they can't expect this paper to. I'm not sure what's going on, what's to keep back with it, but we need to know. Please inform us. I've been trying to contact you to get some sort of feedback with regards to this again. I have not been successful, but it's time for us to go to a short break. When we come back, those numbers to call are on the screen, 628-4578 and 623-9376. We'll be right back.
Knowing how to tell authentic is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Find it, match it, search it. Step 1. Find the style number on the tag. Step 2. Match the style number inside the jersey with the number on the tag. Step 3. Search it. A quick Google search of the style number will verify the jersey is authentic when the search results match the jersey being searched. Don't be fooled by counterfeit jerseys. Before you buy, remember to find it, match it, search it.
Fan Zone, 2 locations nationwide. Center City Mall, Chaguanas and Movietown, Port of Spain. Nationwide delivery available.
The best for your baby is at thebesttoys.com. From the best strollers, car seats, baby carriers, high chairs, booster seats, rockers, jumpers and bouncers, walkers, baby blankets, feeding accessories, bathtubs. Visit us in-store at Forces Flagship McBean. Shop online now at thebesttoys.com. Order via call or WhatsApp at 332-BABY. And remember, we have the best toys at the best prices.
Welcome back to Madam Fix It. Let me remind you of those numbers. You can reach us at 628-4578 and 623-9376. I believe we have a call on the line from Valencia. Good day, Valencia. How are you doing? Hello.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Hi there, taking it kind of high and low. I love it, but I just can't cry for what happened. Was that Madam Fix It?
Yes.
Okay, good morning to you and your management and staff of WGSM. Madam Fix It, I can't understand why it is youths cannot find something to do. Or they don't think, or sometimes, now at that stage, if I had a piece of iron or a piece of wood and I hit that person and kill it, the next thing police come in to handcuff me and carry me, and parents will say, my son to be in people place, my son to do this, my son to do it. You come in my yard, right by my right? The next thing is my dog barking, well, it look like the dog must grab him out. You have a piece of 2 feet iron pipe, 4-inch iron pipe. And the thing is, he hit my dog dead. And you know what is it? I can't understand why it is you have to come in my place. My place is a 3/4 acre land. My house, and he said, why it is you have to be inside my property? And if I had to do something to him, the next thing everybody will say, I'm hitting people, I'm killing people, but what? What is it you put in there? I have 2 animal mine and 2 goats underneath my house. I have pen all about. You're coming there, you want to interfere with the law, to interfere with my... You know, that is why murder and crime don't finish. Because I tell you, I in my place. What is it you have inside my place? You hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Did you report it?
I just say, besides what's a problem, I can't study that. I have to study to take care of my foot. But when I tell you since Saturday, when I see my dog there, like I didn't have, like my seal cut off, my body get nervous, and you know, I can't sleep, I cannot eat as I want because like my appetite cut. And I have a habit, when I have animals, I just sacrifice for my animal.
Yeah.
I just buy puppy chow for my pumped dog, a half bag for $230 to feed a pumped dog I have, and I just feed everybody. I have 2 goats, I just sacrifice and feed them. But the thing is, why it is you have to come in my place, or because you feel alone, you want to come in my place? That is why I just say one thing, I will get violent, you know.
Did you report it?
I will have to start getting violent and do what I am supposed to do.
Did you report it?
Right? Because I find for that is nonsense. Right?
Yeah.
So I say I have to highlight it because I say, you know why? This have to stop.
Yes.
And I'm going to call on Valencia police and say if they can't do their work properly, sorry. Right? So to you and yours, all the best and have a safe day.
You as well. Take care.
Okay.
This is very unfortunate. I was asking her if she did report it. I hope she did. Misha, if you didn't, please report it as something serious. The fact that it's the dog that they interfered with that died. That's a serious thing. I don't think people understand that animal cruelty is not cool. It really isn't. And the fact that you're going into someone else's property to do something like that, that's a whole other story. That's very, very, very sad. I'm so sorry to hear that, Misha. I have animals, so I know how that may be feeling for you. I'm lost for words, literally I am. People, like Ms. Shah indicated, people spend a lot of money to take care of their pets and their animals and stuff like that, and to have someone just come in, the animal is not doing you anything. For you to go out your way to harm this this dog is not cool. So Ms. Shah, if you did not report it, please do. I think it needs to be reported for sure. I have some updates for you guys. Let me see, we got some more text messages as well. Someone having some problems with WASA. A leak has been ongoing for quite some time, I believe since March. So I forwarded that information already to WASA. They did acknowledge receipt of it, as well as I followed up again with regards to Mr. Mansour's connection up to this morning. They told me they have no further updates as at this morning. I will keep asking them until I hear something. I don't know. I'm hoping one day WASA would have some good news for me about that water connection, as well as Rosalind. She had asked for feedback with regards to her issue drainage problems in Gasperlo, Paphos Road to be specific. I have been liaising with the councillor. She indicated the last couple of days was a bit busy, so she has not been able to get back with me with regards to a specific feedback pertaining to Rosalind's issue. So I'm hoping I hear something within the next couple of days. I thought I would have last week, but not yet, right? Someone else, NIS problems. Again, like I indicate, whenever you're sending issues specific to NIS, please forward the NIS number as well as your full name and the contact number, etc. That helps me to just be able to forward it directly to the folks there at WASA. Someone else has been having issues with regards to landslip. I did reach out to the Ministry of Works and Transport. I tried calling them sometime last week. I spoke to the Ms. Ruiz from the Ministry of Works and Transport. I called her. She was in a meeting at the time. She promised to return the call. I texted her. I've not heard. I've not gotten a response with regards to Mr. Sukdev's issue. That's from Mr. Sukdev from Claxton Bay, as well as someone else from Cemetery Street, I believe, in Tumpuna, would have called us as well with an issue, bad road conditions, as well as another issue from Claxton Bay as well. We were dealing with, I believe we spoke to the councillor 2 weeks ago with regards to that issue. I'm just trying to pull up the name of the street, Hermitage Road. Hermitage Road. I did ask for some feedback, so I'm awaiting that information. As soon as I have something, I will be sure to contact you guys. All right, someone else with I'm getting your text messages. Someone had an issue with TNTech, a street light issue. They're telling me that nothing has been done to rectify the situation. This situation we've been dealing with since, let me tell you how long. Since March, we have been dealing with this situation. So I would circle back with the folks at TNTech to find out exactly what is the keepback with regards to this. Usually they're very prompt in responding. They would always say they forward it to the relevant department. We have had success in terms of getting them to rectify situations with light poles and stuff like that previous, so I'm not sure what is the keepback now. But we're going to go to another short break. When we come back, we'll continue to take your calls, those numbers on the screen, as well as you can continue sending those WhatsApp messages. I'm seeing them coming in. That number is 3669376. Please, we can't take any phone calls on that number during the course of the show. All right, so we'll be right back.
What's the best way to grab the attention of viewers?
Please exercise more patience. You have to be kidding me.
Doing what we do best. I'll say at the very least it's a conspiracy of laziness against the people.
Join me, Keaton Shaw.
And me, Sean Michael Small, for Talking Point.
Weekdays from 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
We go in-depth on the trending issues and engage the most controversial newsmakers
as we get them to account to the people for their actions.
You can't go to the government with nothing. You can't go to cabinet with an empty hand, with a wish.
I'm glad that we're having this a sober, mature discussion.
In the present situation, I expect a continuation of the chaos.
Join us for the discussion, Mondays to Fridays,
only on WESN,
the content capital.
I am Rondell Donowa, attorney at law and host of Strictly Legal on WESN Content Capital. Strictly Legal is a legal program geared towards informing you, the public, of your legal rights, responsibilities, and remedies. So be viewing Thursdays 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m.
Get ready for an explosion of music an August evening at La Jolla Auditorium, featuring Leandra, Streecanal, David Barreau and Marva, Nathaniel, and from Tobago, John Arnold and Lynette Lewis. August 20th, $250. La Jolla Auditorium from 6 p.m. For more info, call 747-4289 or 262-2584.
Welcome back to Madam Fix It. Again, those numbers you can call are listed on the screen, 628-4578 and 623-9376. So you can feel free to send us a WhatsApp at 366-9376. All right, so lots of persons have been complaining of no electricity over the past weekend. And of course, this was due to, well, according to the release that TNTech had put out, this was due to fault on its system stemming from an apparent problem at one of the generating plants. And as a result, several different areas were affected: San Francisco, Beatum, Santa Cruz, Penco Lands, Kumoto, St. Joseph, Arima, Toco, Tacarigua, Diego Martin, West Mooring, San Rafael, Pinal, But I think some other areas were affected as well that I'm not seeing here, because some other persons was having issues with their power as well. As at the last issue that they had, they were working on having it back up. I believe they have restored majority of it, but several areas are still without power. So they're advised, however, that customers that are trying to reach them via their telephones, that there's an extremely high call volume and the response time at the call centers will be very slow. They are offering an apology to the customers for the inconvenience being experienced. I have no idea why we have things like call centers and communications departments in this country. Why are we calling it communications or call centers for customers if they don't ever work? I cannot understand that. It brings more frustration to, it's meant to help people, citizens, but it brings actually more frustration because it doesn't work. It never works. Let me see, TTPS, they are advising of a reward for information that leads to the successful arrest and prosecution of the perpetrators involved in the vandalism of the Wassa, California booster station. Anyone with information is asked to contact the following telephone numbers, that is 483-1170 and, these are the 483-1170, 483-1171, 483-1172, 483-1173, or 1174. Those are the different numbers that you can reach them. Again, this is just, they're offering a reward of $100,000 for information that leads to the successful arrest and prosecution of the perpetrators involved in the vandalism of the Wassa, California booster station. All right, let's take a look at TNTech and their planned maintenance works over the next couple of days. Today in East Manzanilla, Guaco, Scarborough, as well as tomorrow, Londonville, Lambeau, Argyle, Gasperlo, San Fernando, West Moorings, Lower Santa Cruz, Saddle Road, as well as on Wednesday, Valencia, Rima, Warrenville, San Francisco, Morvan, Palmis, several different parts of Morvan, in fact, Barataria as well. You can find the details of this on their social media as well as their website, the details in terms of the streets, etc., that will be affected by this. On their website, you can find that, as well as the times. I didn't call out the times, so you can find that information if you'd like. All right, so let me remind you of those numbers you can reach us at after the show is over. 366-9376. You can call or text us, send us a WhatsApp message. We always encourage you to send in videos, photos, etc., of whatever issues that you're facing, as well as you can reach us via our email, that is WESN fixit with 2 T's at gmail.com. It's listed there on the screen. Those are the various ways that you can contact us to stay connected with us. But that's how I wrap up today's show. It's been a pleasure spending this time with you. I will see you guys on Wednesday right here on WESN. Take care.
WESN